Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Queenie Clem, and I'm going to do a book review on If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson. I finished this about a week ago, and I give it 4.5 stars. It's great. I love it. Um, it is a young adult read. I was reading it for the POC a challenge, but oh well. I'm going to read you the inside of the flap. Um, Jeremiah feels good inside his own skin. That is when he's in his own Brooklyn neighborhood. But now he's going to be attending a very fancy prep school in Manhattan, and black teenage boys don't exactly fit in there. It's a surprise when he meets Ellie the first week of school. In one frozen moment, their eyes lock, and after that, they know they fit together. Even though she's Jewish and he's black, their worlds are so different. But to them, that's not what matters. They have something private and apart from the rest of the world. But the rest of the world doesn't necessarily see it like that. Jacqueline Wilson has written a powerful story about the novels of discovering first love and new feelings, and how fragile the worlds we build really are. So basically, this book is about a guy named Jeremiah. He's 15 in the 10th grade, and he lives with mother one week, and the next week he goes lives with his father, where his father is a well-known movie artist, I guess, a movie actor, and his mom is famous for her books. His mom is an author. And they separate because he started messing with another lady in town. So actually, they live across the street from each other. And Jeremiah just go from one house to the other. But he doesn't, when he goes to this new school, um, it's called Percy Academy. And he doesn't want everybody to know that his mom is famous, his dad is famous. But he goes the first day of school, and this girl drops her book. Her name is Ellie. She's 15 in the 10th grade, and she is Jewish. And their eyes lock, and they're inseparable ever since. But they're having a lot of issues as far as him being African American and she being Jewish. But I want to read you some of the text in the book. Can I get my tea, please? I'm drinking a little tea because I'm really out of it right now. And I'm just, all over the place. But I'm going to read you a little bit, please. It says, he wished his grandmother had heard them shouting, "Black is beautiful." But she hadn't. And she hadn't believed what she said, that a person could get too black. The same way his father believed every time he said, "Maya, you're a black man. You're a warrior." But where was the fight? He used to wonder. Where was the war? Later on, when Jeremiah saw a cartoon about a monkey playing basketball, he felt ashamed. Like that monkey was supposed to be him somehow. And then he knew the war was all around him. It was people and commercials trying to make him feel like he didn't even matter, trying to make him feel like there was something wrong with being black. And so with that being said, he really he knew he was black, but in his world here, in his world, we're not putting ice in there. Y'all got to excuse me. My son is trying to put ice in my hot tea, and I need some hot tea about right now. But that's what Malachi. He know he black, and he's trying to come to grips that he's a black young man, and he's growing into himself. Okay, the next part I wanted to read you was um, Ellie is talking to her sister Anna about Jeremiah. Well, I only saw him once. Really, we bumped into each other, literally. And he helped me pick up my books. Then he looked at me and smiled. It was like something inside of me went crazy. Anna laughed. I bet you like him. Nobody, no, anybody who makes something inside of my stable baby sister go crazy must be amazing. He's taller than me, I said. He has locks and those big brown eyes. Locks? His hair, ugh, that's a bummer. Why? I don't like white guys with locks. I mean, it's so obviously an approximation. He's black, Anna. She didn't say anything. I could feel the air between us get weird. Maybe a minute passed, maybe two. So her sister, she hasn't told everybody that this new guy, her new friend, is an African American. So she only now Anna knows, and you'll have to read it to see how it really goes. Okay, next, what I wanted to read you is a poem. It's written by Jeremiah. And it says, I close my eyes, wanting to stay this way always, with the sun warm against my face, and Malachi's hand on mine. So they're together, I think, in the park at this point, and they just sitting and enjoying each other's company. And he says, there's this poem, he said, that my mom used to read to me. If you come as softly as the wind with the trees, you may hear what I hear, see what sorrows see. If you come lightly as treading dew, I would take you gladly, nor ask more of you. When you told me that thing about Marlin, it made me think of it, the way stuff and people come and go. And basically, he's saying right there that their relationship, talking about their relationship, and it's just, I really, really enjoyed this young adult book. And then last page I want to read you. It said, I was thinking this is what I've waited for forever. You know, someone I could talk to, someone I can get it the way you get me. And then you were not even a foot away from me, listening and sharing your candy. They're sharing a candy bar right now. She was thoughtful for a moment. When I asked you to dream about that somebody, when I used to dream about that somebody, they never had a face. It was more like a feeling. I didn't know it would be like this good and this hard. What if you had known? Ellie looked away from him. I would still come, still try to find you that day in the hallway. Isn't that crazy? Because that stuff, that junk, those words, looks, I would. If someone told me that's what I had to go through, she smiled and put her braid into her mouth, to get to you, I would still keep on coming. Me too, Malachi whispered. No questions asked. So they're saying right there that it doesn't matter the color of your skin, whoever you fall in love with, you fall in love with. But there is a twist at the end, and I'm not going to go into detail. But this book, I'm telling y'all, even though it's young adult, it does strike a chord with me, and I'm going to end it with, you might need some tissue. And I didn't know there was a second book to this. I can't think of it right now, but there is a follow-up book with this. A book number two. I can't. I'm just all over the place right now, but I really did want to get this review in. Again, it's about two 10th graders, 15. They meet for the first time at their new school, the first day of school, and they are inseparable. But they are they are from two different worlds. Jeremiah is African American and Ellie is Jewish. And you will have to read Jacqueline Woodson's If You Come Softly to find out what happens at the end. And it's really a love story, and I fell in love with both characters. And I know you will too. But like I said, have your tissue on standby. With that being said, I'm Queenie Clem. This is Queenie Book Talks and Reviews. Have a nice day and happy reading.